Assembling a fingerboard is pretty simple and easy. Or is it? That's what went through my head when I saw a comment the other day saying, can you make a video of how to assemble a fingerboard? At first, I didn't know whether it was a genuine question or if they were just joking about how to assemble a fingerboard. But then the user who made that comment kept commenting day after day saying day 1, day 2, day 3 of how to assemble a fingerboard. The more I thought about the question, I realized that there's not really a video on YouTube of just how to assemble a fingerboard. Until today. What's going on, everybody? So I've assembled a lot of fingerboards. If I were to count all the builds I've done, whether it's on camera or off camera, I'd probably be well over 70 builds. So I thought it would make a pretty good video if I kind of just show the process of how I assemble a fingerboard. And also things that you should too. So let's get started. This is my sponsor, Bulldog Fingerboards, and they were kind enough to send this setup over so I can build it. I'll have a link in the description if you want to go check out Bulldog. They have a lot of really cool stuff and it's very high quality as well. Depending on where you buy a fingerboard from, it's not always going to ship in a nice package like this. Some fingerboards come in a package like this, and others might just be a bunch of parts that were put into an envelope. Either way though, you are still going to need to assemble that fingerboard in some way. Luckily for you, pretty much no fingerboard company sends instructions in the package, which is perfect for somebody who doesn't know how to assemble a fingerboard. That is why I'm making this video. So to get started, open up whatever package your fingerboard came in and start laying everything out on a flat surface. It's always a good idea to lay out everything like this just so you know exactly what needs to be put onto the board. We have everything on the table, so now we can start assembling this board. So right here you can make the decision whether you want the trucks on first and then the grip tape, or whether you want to put the grip tape on and then the trucks. If you put the trucks on now and then put the grip tape over, you won't be able to take the trucks off until you peel away the old grip tape. If you want a super clean look, you can do this, but I wouldn't recommend it because then you can't take your trucks off if you want to swap parts. So let's put the grip tape on. If your board comes with foam grip tape, it's going to have yellow on the back and then the foam is on the top. Have your board ready and make sure the area doesn't have that much dust, just because it will make it a little bit easier and your grip tape will stay on for longer. So you might see some people put grip tape on like this and push it down like this. You're able to apply it like this, but the only problem is there's always going to be pressure trying to lift up in the spots where it has to flex and it's stretching, so it will tend to peel up a little bit faster if you do it this way. The easiest way that I like to do is just place the fingerboard on like this and start putting it on evenly. Make sure you don't stick it like this and push here because it will have that pressure. Once the grip tape is on the board, we are ready to cut the grip. There's countless ways that you can grip a fingerboard, but I'll show you the ways that I use. One of my favorite ways to grip a fingerboard is using a nail file. If you're filing your nails, chances are the nail file is going to be pretty flat to your nails. Do not do that for this. Put the file on about a 45-degree angle and start going back and forth like this. Something that helps is not go all the way through at first and go all the way around the board just like this. Once you have the grip tape looking like this, go back and go all the way through this time. If you don't have a nail file, you can also use a pair of scissors like this. Take the edge of the scissors and pretty much do the same thing as the file. Now you should have a pretty good looking grip job. If you notice parts on the grip that haven't completely come off, just take the file again and start taking those off. So we have the grip on the board, but you can see that we don't have any holes in place right now. Go ahead and take a fingerboard truck and start trying to find where the holes are. Now that we have the holes punched in the grip tape, we're ready to put the bolts in the holes. When the holes are drilled, they're generally the right size, but after the varnish gets put on the board, the holes can sometimes just be filled up with a little bit of a plastic coating, so sometimes the screws actually won't go in place. No matter how hard I'm pushing on this screw, it's not going in the hole, so we need to screw it into place. You can see on the underside of the board, we now have the bolts showing through, so we can put the trucks on now. Now, if you're a complete beginner, you might not know which way to put the trucks on. All that you need to remember is make sure that the pins are always on the inside. Make sure the part that sticks into the bottom bracket is always facing on the outside. So the bolts are now showing through the board, and we're gonna place the trucks on like this and hold it with our other thumb. This part can be a little bit awkward, but just keep holding down like this and go on the back side and start screwing them all in place. As you're screwing these into place, don't just screw one side all the way down first before the other, evenly go around. I'll do half a turn on this one and then half a turn on this one all the way around and keep rotating that cycle. A tool like this will be your best friend. You have no leverage when you use one of these small tools, so this is a lot easier to do. Once your board is looking like this, we are just about done. Yay, the camera is glitching and I can focus close now. No, it fixed itself. Next step is putting the wheels on. This is by far the easiest step. You're just gonna put one of the nuts in your tool, put a wheel on the hanger, and start screwing it in place. Depending on the quality of the fingerboard you buy, sometimes if you screw it right into place, it'll actually like clamp the bearing in place and your wheel just won't spin at all. So you might need to loosen it a bit just so it spins. That spun for a while.
Get to making with when it hits you, yes, you shall. When it hits you, yes.
And just like that, we have a fingerboard that is completely set up. Hopefully this video helps some people out for actually assembling a fingerboard the proper way and also the way that I like to do it. Massive shout out to Bull God Fingerboards for sending this fingerboard over, and also big shout out to the user who commented the idea for this video. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button over there. Social media links are in the description down below with 2 other videos over there as well, so go check those out, and I will see you in my next video.